There's been a lot of talk about how Donald Trump's candidacy may end up hurting the Republican Party, hurting it because he's saying lots of controversial, in some cases incendiary things, including about women, that may fall back or blow back on the Republican Party, at least in the eyes of some analysts. But in my new Capital Journal column this week, I explore a reverse theory. Maybe Donald Trump ends up helping Republicans in some way. How does this happen? Well, because the other candidates, the more mainstream, the more conventional candidates, in the long run maybe look more attractive in comparison to Donald Trump. He stirs up interest, but they look better by comparison. Think of these other candidates in three categories where that might be the case. First of all, there are people who are looking for a fresh outside conservative voice. That's what Donald Trump represents to them. But maybe a Ted Cruz, senator from Texas, or Ben Carson, the surgeon who has sort of moved up in the polls over the last few months, look more attractive in that category than Donald Trump does over time. So that's category number one. Category number two, if you're looking for just a fresh new face, that's what Donald Trump represents to some people. But if you want a fresh face with a fresh message, maybe Marco Rubio, the young senator from Florida, or Carly Fiorina, the former CEO of Hewlett-Packard, maybe they represent that fresh face that's a lot more appealing, a lot less controversial than Donald Trump. And finally, there are a group of candidates who might just simply represent a safe harbor, a flight to safety for people who are worried about what Donald Trump might do to the Republican Party, certainly don't want him to get the nomination. They might go to a Jeb Bush or, say, a Scott Walker, one the former governor of Florida, the second the current governor of Wisconsin. They certainly represent conventional conservatives who would be a safe choice, certainly safe in comparison to Donald Trump.